At this time, I'd like to invite Lavina Brown to light the Qulliq. And Lavina is from Rankin Inlet, Nunavut. And we're asking Lavina to speak to the ceremony and its importance.
Okay. Wakad lang ako yan naming. Gwen. Igdid ako yan naming. Kawanak ko yamane. Taiko. Iksiba katigitum. O kalimayun. Ubalo. Kilaw jaktum. Akswaro tekawan na kawyam. Ayungi. Good evening. I'm so happy to be here, to see all of you, the survivors, the family, everyone, the elders who guide us. As I sat with the elders here and the handsome man that was drumming, I hoped he looked at me, but I don't know. Where is he? We're into a journey where there's healing happening. Takes a long time. I'm a survivor. I went to school in a residential school. We had them in Nunavut too, where it's very cold. Right now up there, the temperature is minus 42. Yeah. And I'm down here where it's so warm. I can't believe it. Like summer. Anyway, we have to be so proud of our culture, of all sorts of culture, everywhere in all walks of life. All cultures have uniqueness in them. And I'm always amazed at my own culture when I think of how in the world did Inuit people survive in this cold weather up there in a shelter of snow blocks. They lived in igloos for centuries. So right now, could I see the Inuit nation stand up, please? I can't name them all, but there's some here with us. Nice, very nice. Very nice. Thank you for that, Apostle. Thank you. We're all related. We're all relations, no matter where we are from. Our Creator created us that way. We're Indigenous people where our ancestors could survive from the land called Mother Earth. Everything came from Mother Earth. Everything under this building came from Mother Earth. So we have to look after Mother Earth as well as we can. Save the world. Yes, yes. And I'm so pleased. My sister-in-law is here with me, Marge Nolt. Thank you for being here. And most of all, I'd like to thank the NC National Center Truth and Reconciliation staff for inviting me here. And that other organization, I'm sorry I'm not good in pronouncing words, but I saw the poster here. They're important people. Stephanie Scott, can you stand up, please? Storm, Carmen. They look after us. We're from the north, and they have to escort us. And I'm being pushed around with the wheelchair because I broke my toe. It's not broken, no. I injured my toe. But that life is like that. we injure any part of our body if we're not careful. So we have to look after ourselves because we have a big job. We're survivors, and we're probably the only survivors that are left, and there's not many left across the country. So I thank all the survivors for being here, your families, everybody that's being here, and thank you so much for inviting me. Koyan na may aksualong, ang iyumin. Very small. Mine is bigger than this. Who bring this? Can you talk about the okay.
I have to stand here?
Yeah.
I'm not this tall. My name is Mata Ivalaju Palmer. I'm Inuk. I'm a residential school survivor. I sit on the survivors circle. Qulliq, we call, that's her Inuk name, Lavinia. Dr. Lavinia Brown has invited me to come and talk a little bit about the Qulliq. Not very long ago, people all over the world, including southern Canada, never heard of Qulliq, wondered what that was. So here you are, witnessing the lighting of the Qulliq. It's our Inuit people's survival tool. When the Indigenous people of southern Canada do their ceremonies, they have fire keepers. In the north, in the Arctic, majority of our mothers, our grandmothers, our aunties, were the fire keepers. They kept the fire. They would carry the embers from the last one when they were traveling. They had a way of carrying the embers from camp to camp. But eventually, the infamous Hudson Bay Company came to being, and maybe the traders came to being, and they brought a fire in a stick, a match. So we eventually started carrying match so that the women, the grandmothers, some of them very strong in their belief and their ways, still carried the embers, but many younger ones, they carry the matches so that when they come to their camp, they will light the Qulliq. So it was one of the first fires that would be lit when they built an igloo, when their husbands built an igloo. It would warm up the igloo. It would dry the clothing. It would cook. You can cook on it. It would light your environment and provide heat for the families in their home. With the wick of the Qulliq, or the oil, is nowadays it's vegetable oil. Normally they would use caribou fat. They would pound it and get the oil from that, or they would use whale fat. They would pound the fat to make oil, or they would use seal, all kinds of seals, different kinds of seals to make the oil for the Qulliq. The young ones sometimes were the ones responsible for pounding the fat to make the oil. That was, when you're a little kid, that was your job. So everyone in that family always had responsibility. They were taught responsibility at a very young age. Nowadays, we have to wait till they're 4 to start school, right? They would have learned how to pound that fat by now. But nowadays, we let our children wait a long time before they start learning the responsibility of taking care of anything, even pets. But I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying that that's the way it was in our time. I know Lavinia said that we are the ones, most of us who are in our 70s and 80s are one of the last ones from the residential school era. We are a very fast pace losing our elders. So when you can, I'm not saying if you can, I'm saying when you can, you must spend time with your elders. Learn about the Qulliq, learn about the drum, learn about the songs, the ceremonies, a way of life, the natural laws. I remember hearing a man who spoke when Manitoba Hydro was going into northern Manitoba, and they were doing so-called consultation with the people. And this man spoke about obeying the natural laws, which means to obey the flow of the water. When you disrupt the flow of the water, it will create destruction. So he was trying to tell these hydro officials that when they break the natural flow law of the water, they are going to create a big chaos in the north. Of course, money talks. Money is very powerful. So they build the dams and they disrupt the flow of the waters, which means not obeying the law. They broke the law, the natural law. Destruction happened everywhere in northern Manitoba. You still see the effects of it. So us, the world, seeing the lighting of the Qulliq by an elder who is in her mid-70s, that's a very big thing, because it is seen by the younger generation, and they will want to, we hope, that they will want to take part in lighting the Qulliq, because it's part of our culture, it was part of our way of life by our parents, our grandparents, great-grandparents. It has been there for millennia. So when you see, look, imagine going into an igloo and your grandmother, your mother lighting the Qulliq. Pretty soon it's going to be nice and warm. Like, that's life. So think about it. That's a natural life. I'm so honored that my sister friend there, she's my mentor, Dr. Lavinia Brown, has invited me to share a little bit of history with you. You are the witness of this ceremony from our people, the Inuit of Northern Canada. At one time, no one knew that people lived there. They knew the Eskimos, but they didn't know the Inuit. Thank you. Thank you very much. Koyaname. Yeah, I don't. Ooh. Mata.
Te iatalatal, Mata. Te iatalatal, Lavinia. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Is this on? Gwen, thank you. Where's your switch? You're on. Okay, they said I'm on. Thank you. Lisa, I almost called you up here because I was running out of the board matches. Few left. So thank you so much for this. It's lid. Thank you.
I believe we are so blessed, and all our ceremonies have similar meanings in making connection to the Creator. So I really feel blessed to learn about the Qulliq. With that, again, thank you, Lavinia.